My name is Mike Sullivan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked at IRS over a decade. I have worked thousands of cases in my life. You can tell by my pretty gray hair I have. My YouTube channel talks about various subjects. They're short, sweet, and to the point. And yeah, I'm going to ask you for comments and subscriptions here at the end. So I just want you to, that's my only plug I really do for myself. So today I want to talk to you about how do you know if you qualify for an offer in compromise? I have been asked that question. I've worked IRS offers a long time ago. I've accepted them and denied them, and it's pretty kind of obvious when you get an offer, somebody like me, whether your offer is going to get accepted. Usually when people go ahead and they retain me, I can tell. I can tell like within 15 seconds of looking at the paperwork whether that offer is going to be accepted. I generally accept maybe, I don't know, 1 out of 20 offers that people send me to say, because I don't take any money because a lot of people don't qualify for them. So I just say, hey, I can't do this. So let me just explain to you how you go ahead and qualify. First of all, IRS has a pre-qualifier tool. Just go irs.gov, pre-qualifier tool at irs.gov, and walk through the form and they'll tell you. I'm going to go over that. IRS makes it very, very clear whether you have a chance for an offer in compromise. The mistakes that people make is they hire a company, they see advertising, some slick salesman sells them a bill of goods who's worked in 4 different industries. The salesman has settled an IRS resolution because it's a big ticket item. Next thing you know, you've paid a bunch of money to a person who doesn't know jack about offers and compromise. They probably had an hour training. This is what you know, but they know the key buzzwords in your life and that you want to hear. So just let me tell you how you know if you qualify. This way you don't get ripped off. IRS looks at 2 things. They look at they look at a lot of things, but the 2 main things they want to look at your assets, and then they want to look at your income and expense ratios. Those are the 2 basic things. So when I'm picking up an offer and compromise on Form 433 OIC and the 656, I'm looking at the financial statement right away. First thing I'm doing, looking to make sure you filled out the offer outright. I'm making sure you're current on all your tax filings and your estimate payments are up to date. Then once I go past those 2 and the offer signed and dated and everything, I look at the financial statement right away. So when I look at the financial statement, I am looking, first of all, what are your assets? What are your assets? Very important. So IRS has a simple formula. They want all your assets. If you have a value of $50,000 in assets, including pension, home equity, car, and everything, they want it. Your home is discounted 20%. But if you have a value of $50,000 in assets, IRS is not going to take any less than $50,000 because they have a lien on all that stuff. So IRS isn't going to ever depart from that total equity value that you have. The second thing they want to do that people have a hard time understanding is they want to know what is the value of your current money. So what IRS does is they want to verify what your income is through pay stubs, through bank deposits, through tax returns, and then they're going to allow you a certain amount of expenses. I have some people here that put $8,000 down for income, and IRS only allows $5,000. So they have $3,000 left over. That $3,000 is multiplied by the life of the statute. That hurts. That's a lot of money. That offer is going south real quick. So what you have to understand and hear this well, IRS has what's called a national standard program. And the national standard means in the areas of food and clothing, housing and utilities, vehicle expenses, and vehicle payment, you must follow the IRS standard. You can find them online at irs.gov, IRS national standards for, once again, food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payment, and car expenses. IRS is only going to allow X amount of dollars. IRS is going to make sure you're not going outside your means. They're not going to allow credit card payments. They're not going to allow your kids' tuition. They're not going to allow certain expenses. At the end of the day, they want to make sure you're living within your means on a good budget that they will go ahead, bless, and grace and say, it's okay. So basically what they do is they take your whatever you have left over at the end of the month times the life of the statute. Your statute you can find out by pulling your IRS transcripts. They'll tell you how long you have left on the statutes. And whatever your assets are, you're going to add the two together, and that's your amount for your offer and compromise. It's a very simple form. Now, professional who's good can kind of take a round peg and fit it in the butt of a square hole with some shimmium. The key to offers is to understand the program, when to file. You don't want to file when you just got a raise or you're doing well or you just sold your house. IRS has to stick to the formula. The best time to file your offer and compromise is when you're not doing good. Should you do it by yourself or you shouldn't? Some cases that people call, I'll just tell them, do it by yourself. But if it's a big dollar case, you're going to really have a tough time. A professional has a way of just making things a little smoother. And lastly, no matter whether you're doing it by yourself or hiring a professional like me or something, make sure you write a nice cover letter. People love to have those cover letters. So anyway, by the way, I try to give you everything that I have as an agent. So I really need subscriptions. So if you click that subscription button, wherever the hell it is on your page, and give me a like. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have a question, leave it in the comments section. Most of my YouTubes actually come from your questions or calls that I'm good. So I'm always available. Happy hunting on your offer. And by the way, there's no such thing as because IRS feels sorry for your COVID, are you really going to get a break? That really doesn't exist. The offer formula is the offer formula. Don't forget the subscription. Thank you.